Good day, Sir Nelfren Sambalod. I am Renjero Nandela Cruz, your student from grade 11 Genetics. And in this 5-minute vlog, I will tackle about what is communication breakdown. Next is why there is communication breakdown. Then, what are the barriers that leads to communication breakdown? And lastly, how to avoid communication breakdown. So, let's start. Communication breakdown, in simple words, is related to miscommunication. Why? It is because there is a problem in the conversation between the sender and the receiver. Or it can be defined as the exchanging of ideas or information of the two, but it fails that leads to lack of communication because of some factors. We are experiencing communication breakdown because of the different noises in the surroundings, or having a social and personal issues, as well as the different beliefs of other people to a particular thing or event, and different dialect that can cause confusion and miscommunication. These are what we call communication barriers because it interrupts the flow of exchanging of information from the sender to the receiver, making the communication ineffective. And these barriers are divided into 4 groups. So, let's proceed to the types of communication barriers. The first barrier is the physical communication barrier. It involves the message of the sender to be sent to the receiver, but it is being blocked by some physical factors, such as different noises on the surroundings, or some natural and environmental factors, such as strong winds, or having a poor connection status. Or maybe the receiver did not understand the message of the sender because it has too much information that leads them to have a miscommunication. For example, you're in the middle of the supermarket, and all of a sudden, your friend calls you, and you don't have a chance to have a smooth conversation because of the noises that comes from the seller getting the attention of their customer to sell their products by saying their taglines loudly. And here is the situation. Hello, Chloe. Hello, Jayron. Where are you? I'm in the middle of the market. What did you say? I can't hear you. Anyway, I'll call you back later and it seems that you're in a loud place. Bye! Next barrier is the psychological communication barrier. It refers to our mental health condition along with our social and personal issues in life when we are communicating to other people. It discusses about our emotions towards the topic, fears, traumas in a specific situation, as well as the stage fright. And these factors has a big impact to us to have a communication breakdown when we are talking to someone because we feel like our comfort zone is being restricted. For example, one of your classmates confronted you about a specific topic and you are so sensitive about it. Then, you keep thinking all day, finding out where did he or she get that information about you. And that is the communication barrier that involves your mental health, resulting to have a miscommunication to that person who confronted you. And here's the situation. Hey Cloyd, I saw you in our exam earlier that you are cheating. No, I'm not. Well, let's see. I'm gonna tell our teacher about this.
Then Clyde cannot stop thinking all day about what he did, and he was thinking if he will say the truth to his teacher, because he will get punished if his teacher found out that he was cheating on the exam.
Then the other barrier is the cultural communication barrier. I think it is one of the most common factors why we are having a communication breakdown. Because it talks about our different beliefs, culture, and tradition in a particular thing or event, as well as the opinions of other people, their manners of dressing and speaking, which leads to miscommunication of each of us.
For example, you are talking to your European friend, and he is telling you his presentation on how we can improve our communication to others. And he says earlier that if you have a question on him, just raise your hand to get his attention. Then you raise your hand to ask him a question. But he misinterprets this, and he is very angry about it, because in his country, raising hands means disagreement, so he thinks that you disagree to his presentation. But in fact, in our country, specifically in the Philippines, We are raising hands because we want to get the attention of a particular person if we want to ask them or greet them.
Last is the linguistic communication barrier. It also depends on one's culture because the word can have a deep and different meaning depending upon the situation that may lead to a confusion or miscommunication towards to the people that you are talking to.
For example, while walking, a French asked you if what is the direction going to the mall and he said, "Cuál es la dirección andando el centro comerciale?" And you are very sorry to him because you can't understand what he is saying and then you continue to walk.
So you see, there are many factors that can affect or ruin our good communication to others that leads us to have a communication breakdown. And this has to stop now, even if it is part of our everyday life. We can avoid having communication breakdown by just admitting our own mistakes if we communicated poorly to other people or let someone to know their mistakes if we misunderstood them. The second thing is to slow down and don't rush things to tell everyone so that everybody can understand what you are trying to tell them. And also, try to be connected and being together all the time to achieve a good communication. Because communication breakdown tends us to break apart and we can let this happen. Last thing is, be patient. Don't let your feelings to decide first. Instead, realize and analyze what other people is trying to tell you and you will have a good communication. Because communication enhance our relationship to each other and help us not just only to improve ourselves but also our connection to unite the world. I know that this clip is not a part of this content, but before I end this vlog, I really wanna say thank you to you, Sir Nelfren Sombalon, for giving us some extensions to submit this project. And we really appreciated it. And may our God bless you for your kindness. So, that is my 5-minute vlog about communication breakdown. Thank you.